Hey everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we celebrated Pam's birthday, made it further into the mines, and finally made it to floor 100, where we received our first star drop, something I'd been waiting a long time for. This time, well, I guess we're gonna have to see what exactly is ahead of us, but I believe we'll be celebrating another birthday coming up. First off, welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back in with a tip for you. Listen up. Refreshing rain, a farmer's best friend. When it rains, you don't have to water your crops. Use this to your advantage. Okay, that's kind of a simple tip, but hey, we'll take whatever we get, I guess. Oh yeah, last time we also had our silo start game put up. You can see Robin's over there working on it. You can actually go over and talk to her, I believe, if you talk to her from the sides, maybe? Maybe you can't talk to her. I thought you could. Interesting. Or maybe it's if she's, like, upgrading something, not if she's just building something from scratch. I'm not sure. Okay, so starting off, it seems like some of our parsnips have grown. Thankfully tomorrow, that means we can actually finally chop this green grass. It's kind of overtaking our farm a little bit. It's kind of hard to see half the stuff we have planted here. Also, our cauliflowers are done, so got new ideas to sleep on, so we've reached level 2 farming? I think level 2? Oh, level 3, nice, okay. And then I don't know if this is this our first cauliflower harvest? I actually don't know, let me look. I can check a few different ways. One, I can check the community tab. Yes it is. We're still waiting on... Frick, we still need a green bean. Yeah, the green beans will take a while. Oh no, we have a green bean. Oh, never mind. We can actually... Ooh, we can actually take that in today then. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna, of course, save that parsnip there, take the green bean, grab one of these. I'm actually gonna put in 2 cauliflower in here. Actually, no. I'll tell you, put 1 in there. I recommend saving 1 cauliflower because there is something coming up eventually that not requires, but there's something that needs a, I guess that's the same as requires. But there's something that you could use that cauliflower for coming up, so. Let's see, so we need to save a cauliflower, I believe. I don't need to save a parsnip, so I'm just gonna sell those because I want the money. And now let's water our crops. So again, it's not likely to rain again, unfortunately, in spring, unless we get lucky, which would be nice, because then I could actually probably consider upgrading my watering can. Because if I get that to copper, that'd be kind of nice. Also, I know I went through this like only an episode or 2 ago, but man, things are not looking great here. Okay, so I'm trying to think. So what we want to do today is probably, I guess, we'll go into town, see what if there's. Do I have any quests from? It is Caroline. What does she want? Joja Cola. Oh yeah, that's why I have this. Good thing I didn't drink that for the speed boost. Last time I forgot, I went into the Startup Saloon and I purchased a Joja Cola for 75 gold or whatever, and I couldn't give it to her because it was Wednesday, I believe. And of course, Pierre's closed on Wednesdays, and she does leave the house even on Wednesdays, I believe. So you can't still talk to her and give her stuff theoretically. It's just it was late in the day at that point. I think tomorrow. Oh no, today's Pam's birthday. I thought last time we celebrated Pam's birthday, so I guess that's a today thing. Okay. Pam. Ooh. Trout soup, nice. 1 plus fishing, nice. So that is a daily dish. As I said, that's one of the things you can get by checking the trash cans inside people's houses and stuff. You can get different items based on which trash can you check. Now it's at the Startup Saloon. You can actually find like whatever the daily dish is, whatever the dish they're selling specifically for that day is, which is kind of cool. Come over and talk to Alex. Alex. They're starting to warm up. I'm feeling pumped. I don't know why I gave him a deep voice there. He's still definitely much younger. He is not well, I don't know. Anyway, let's actually, while we're waiting for Pierre's to open up, we can head up to the hello, Maru. Talk to you as well. Plan on spending a lot of time with my telescope this summer. We did actually see a telescope outside our house, so I guess that would add up. So as we head in here, let us... Okay, so we're going to donate, and we're going to complete another bundle, hopefully. That should be in here. Pantry. Spring crops, a bundle. Cauliflower, green bean, and potato. I don't know what that orange thing is in the portrait up above. It looks like a stick, but I don't think that's what that's supposed to be. Our rewards for that is 20 speed growth. Stimulates leaf production. Guaranteed to increase growth rate by at least 10%. Mixed into tilled soil. So yeah, it just increases the speed at which your crops will grow, which can prove useful, especially if you're trying to meet a deadline of sorts. So it certainly will help. Here we have another bundle opening up. We can see over there in that little boiler looking room. I'm gonna check it out really fast. Hello there, Junimo. Do you think we actually probably could? I need to stop having these like super long-winded ways of saying something simple. I do think we actually have a lot of the stuff for some of the other bundles we could put in today. So yep, this is for the boiler room, minecarts repaired. Blacksmith bundle is one of every bar. Adventurer's bundle, there's 4 items, but only 2 of them are needed. You can see you either need 99 slime, 10 bat wings, a solar essence, or a void essence. Those 2 are probably your best 2 since you only need 1. And geologist bundle, quartz, earth crystal, frozen tear, and fire quartz. This is the thing I've said you want to save that fire quartz for if you were lucky enough to get one early on like I did. Of course, since I had to wait for the green bean anyway, it didn't end up mattering since now I have like 8 fire quartz back at home, but still. It can prove useful to try to save those up, because that fire quartz is something that will actually probably be the biggest deterring factor of how long it takes for you to complete that specific bundle. But anyway, so today we're gonna head in here. Where is your wife, Pierre? I know that's probably sounds bad out of context, me breaking into your house and asking just where your wife is, but you know, then don't mean like that. Oh, okay, wait, I can go in here though, right? What? Are we at? I thought we were at. Caroline. I think my dad's gonna cook dinner tonight. Okay, well, she went into her little, like, area back there, garden or whatever, so... I think she comes out around 12. That's not the biggest deal, but that, of course, we made it just the wrong time, dude. Talk to you. How could I possibly compete with Jojo? Man, you're so depressing. I don't know why I'm talking to you. Okay, so we are going to head back to the farm. Well, actually, I think today we're going to try to bring everything we can for bundles in. Maybe even some stuff to donate to the museum, because we probably have a lot of inventory space being taken up. We do have decent money. I'm trying to save up for a few different things. As I said, I kind of want to save up for the watering can. That would be a pretty nice upgrade to get, if I can, just because that will make watering a little easier and stuff like that. I could upgrade the axe soon. Okay, let me just take all of this. These are all for bundles. Again, you can check what's needed for a bundle and what isn't based on the community tab up in the top right. That's useful for a bundle. That is useful for a bundle, I should say. That's useful for a bundle, but I want to save that one specifically. I'll take a cave carrot. Yeah, I'll just take all these things. Sap isn't needed, I don't think. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, so for these ones, we're going to need earth crystal, frozen tear, fire quartz, quartz. For that bundle. We're also gonna need 1 of each bar, which thankfully we have smelted. Oh, frick me, my inventory's full. Okay. For now, we'll just put our energy items in there. I don't think we're going to need those on us today, because I really don't plan on doing anything super exciting with that stuff. Grab our copper bar, and then we just need the monster parts, which are 1 solar essence, 1 void essence. Again, you can do the 10 bat wings. 10 bat wings aren't too bad, but I definitely recommend not going with the actually, we can go back for something else. But I definitely don't recommend going with the 99 slime, because even though slime are like super common, 99's a huge amount. So, but again, that's up to kind of personal preference. I'm actually gonna bring 5 copper bars. I think we're going to get another tool upgraded today. Did I even grab the tool? I'm so stupid. I forgot the tool. I'm not upgrading the hoe. It's not what I'm upgrading. I'm gonna upgrade the axe to copper. As I said, we have decent money right now, and we don't really need to have 9,000 on us at this point for the stuff I'm wanting to purchase. The copper axe is going to be useful for 3 different reasons. Pretty much any tool upgrade is useful. It's just how, like, what reasons it's useful and whatnot. Talk to Haley. I've decided I'm going to organize my clothes today. I'll have to throw out all the last year's styles to make room for the new ones. Even though she's heading up to the fountain? Okay. I mean, she's taking a break. I mean, it's... having to go through stuff like clothes is really annoying, so I can see where she's coming from in that aspect. Again, everyone's still, even though we're starting to befriend them, they're still kind of standoffish with the things they talk about, but it's whatever. Okay, so river fish. We have our sunfish. We're only missing 1 more. The tiger trout we can't even catch that night if we wanted to. Especially we have none. Ocean fish. We can't catch any of those right now. We do have a crab for the crab pot bundle. Lake fish, we have, I believe, 3. We're only missing 1, which again is one we cannot catch currently, so we'll have to wait a little bit. Put all those in there, and then our last one is the nightfish, which... Ooh, I should probably try to catch that bream soon. The bream we can catch. I believe it doesn't have to be raining for that one, so... It just has to, it's nighttime fishing, so it's kind of annoying to do that. Do I have any... I do have a few of these, right? Animal, we have none. I know we have none for the crabs. Oh, I thought I had some for the artisan. I guess not. Oh, quality, that's right. As I said, the parsnip ones are the very cheapest, and they're very cheapest. Is the cheapest of these ones here, and they grow the fastest, so I recommend getting those. So you only have to do 2 more, which would be one of those 3. Especially because all 3 of those are more valuable and take longer to grow than the parsnips. So the parsnips are easily the easiest ones to grow there, as that makes sense. Okay, so we have the exotic foraging. We'll put our mushroom into a cave carrot and 2 mushrooms. Only have 2 more spots needed for that one, and then the rest of this is forageables. We actually have some of the winter forageables, despite it not being winter, because you can get, I think, half of them from monsters in the ice floors of the cave. But I actually just want to save doing that until we reach winter, because I want to kind of keep it at a sort of... I don't really know what I'm saying, but I guess I want to keep it kind of in a way where I feel like if you're playing along, you'll kind of have an idea of what we're doing. But yeah, as you may notice for the mining bundle, we actually have, I believe, everything we need for all 3 bundles. Because there's only 3 bundles required, it's a pretty small one, and they're all fairly easy to get if you've been doing the mines pretty consistently like I have. Adventurer's 1, so let's put our 1 Void Essence, and we'll put our Solar Essence, and that's another one done, as you can see there. And Geologist bundle. Yep, we have everything. As I said, this is one that is very easy if you... Well, not very easy, but it's definitely probably the easiest one if you kind of have played the game before, you kind of know where these things are at, or you've been rushing the mines like I have. But still. But this is also a really good one. But as you can see, we have all 3 of the bundles on this one complete. We got a small magnet ring, 5 Omni Geodes, and a furnace. They are the Junimos, keepers of the forest. The room has been fully repaired, as you can see there. It looks really clean. If we come over here, a Junimo will come out of the hut after bringing the last bundle. We'll put a star up on the mantle for us. This music is one of my favorite parts, I think, of the soundtrack. It's so calming and relaxing. Our first bundle has been completed. And you can see they fully have restored that room for us. We can start to see way more of why we're doing this for. They're helping us prepare the community center. We have 2 more bundles that opened up. We have the bulletin board now. Reward of just simply friendship with a heart. And this one is probably the hardest one. As you can see, there's a lot of diversity with the items we need. Like, a lot of diversity with the items we need. And then we have this one up here, which isn't that diverse, but doesn't make it any easier. It is straight up cash money. 10,000, 5,000, 25,000, and 2,500. Yeah, they want straight up cash money from us. I love this music, but we can't stay here all day. And also this little Junimo will follow you around, which is adorable. Again, unfortunately, we can't stay here all day and bask in our victory. We have to keep making progress. But here we have our first bundle done. Now, for the major reward, as it said, of the minecarts repaired, whatever the major reward is, that will not take effect until that night when you go to bed. So you don't have to worry about, like, oh, am I supposed to stay there or something? No. It's gonna take effect after we sleep. Okay, so we have a few more things to do. Oh, I didn't reset it. I probably should have. Okay, we need to head to the Clint's first, because he closes at 4. He closes very early, which is annoying. But I want to get the axe started, so that way we have that going. I think I already talked to you today. I need to start probably giving you gifts. The problem with giving people gifts early on is I feel like I'm always just focused on different things. But I do want to start befriending people a little bit better than what I'm currently doing. Speaking of, we have 5 Omni Geodes we just got from that. While we're here, might as well crack them open. That's a new thing, I think. Yes, it is. Fluorapatite. I have no idea. That is basalt. That's another new thing. A single coal. That's not new by any means, but we'll take it. That's 5 coal. That's also not new. Okay, I said I'd take it, but like, come on. And that's another iridium ore. Rare and nice to have that, at least. I'll talk to you really quickly. Business has been slow lately. Should upgrade your tools. I could use the cash. To be fair, I'm also the only who else is gonna be upgrading tools here? Like, you're kind of in the weird spot for your business. 1,000 gold, 5 copper bars, and our axe, and I'll start getting the copper axe going. Let's donate the items we do have on us. Also, we have that small magnet ring, but we don't really need that because we have the large magnet ring and the large glow ring we got lucky enough to get. So I might actually just sell that at the what's it called? The Adventurers Guild. We only have 2 things to donate, nothing for a reward, but hey, it's a small little drip feed of progress. Now we've done that, we need to talk to Caroline, and I'm tempted to buy one more thing today. It's a little bit more expensive. Hold on there. Clouds look great this time of year, don't they? Like scoops of vanilla ice cream floating on blue raspberry sauce, or maybe I'm just hungry. What the frick are you talking about? Okay. A bit random with what you're just bringing up to me, but whatever. Oh yeah, another thing we need to do. We're gonna come to the bar, and we're spending a lot of money today. We're gonna be buying a beer for 400 gold, and it's not for us, unfortunately, as much as it feels like we may need that. That's gonna be our birthday gift to Pam. As you could tell, she's kind of a drinker. If we want to give her an item she loves for her birthday, beer is, I wouldn't say cheap, but it's one of the easier ones to obtain. Is Caroline still in the house, or is she near the fountain? Those are like the 2 spots I know she goes to. There's no way you're still in your greenhouse room, right? I don't think she is. Unfortunately, I don't think the dialogue changes in her greenhouse room or whatever the frick. How much is the thing I was tempted to buy? Where's that? Oh, that's expensive. Yeah, we're not buying that right now. Freak that. Okay, so we're not gonna buy the thing I was originally going to, but it's fine. We're in no rush for that specific item anyway. There you are, Caroline. Take a Joja Cola. I don't know why you wanted that so bad. Hey, 2 hearts, do nice. You brought me the item I asked for. It looks perfect. Let's see here. What's why are you? What am I gonna make for dinner tonight? I thought you said. Wait, I thought Abigail said Pierre's gonna cook tonight. Or did I misread that? I don't know. Caroline, 75 gold. Again, not much for money, but hey, we're not doing it for the money. We're doing it for the friendship. Oh, I need to talk to you. Oh, you're getting your daily checkup, or not daily, wait, not monthly either. Your yearly checkup. Penny's a sweet girl. She's been Vincent's teacher for a while now, and he really loves her. Aw, that's adorable. That is what's interesting. Is again, everyone kind of has their own role in the valley for the most part. Like Penny, as we hear, is like teaching the kids because there's like really no school here. Hi, Abigail. Yeah. Abigail didn't even respond. It's because it's Pam. She just walks away. Nice and pretty, but at least it's by the river. Hey, Penny's my baby girl. Be nice to her or leave her alone. Got it. Okay, I'll be trying to be nice to her. Here's your birthday beer. Was my birthday today? Guess it is. Thanks. This is nice. And now we have a whopping 3 hearts with you. I think we were at 0 before. Yeah, and you're at the top of our friends list. His Pam. Oh, that's great. Yeah, birthdays, I think I mentioned this before. Birthdays are insanely useful for befriending people. Baking cookies today. I didn't read the rest of that. But yeah, birthdays are very good to capitalize on friendship with people. Regulate a library in such a small town. I think you've said that, like, that's like the only thing you've said to me about. Well, I guess you're talking about like that was a lot of dialogue. I didn't remember what you just said. But I think most of the part, she's just mentioning the fact that, like, she's talking about, the fact that we live in a small town. Like, that's the only thing I think she's talked about with us. Okay, so a bit of a slower day, but we did get, actually, realistically, a bit done. We could go fishing. We can't we can't chop trees today because I put my thing in. Oh yeah, I didn't donate this because the bundle wasn't available at the time, this chub. That was for one of the bulletin board ones. So let's put it away until we have another, it's not the biggest deal. Let's put it away until we have another, oh, what's it called? Another time where we need to go fill it in. We got an extra furnace from that. Can't really put it in a great spot, unfortunately, so let's put it there. Pet our dog. Could go sell the ring today. I think what we're gonna do, because it's kind of a later day anyway. Let me grab, where's it at? The fishing rod in case we want to do that. Or her rice. Did I plant any rice shoots? I actually don't know if I did. Oh, okay, we'll do that later. Something I actually want to mention, because it's something I have just recently found out. It was something I guess I just kind of overlooked, but I guess I should know because I played the game a decent amount. Apparently the insect head, the weapon that I've been using, actually got a buff in the most recent update, making it way better, which is actually, it makes sense because I remember having the bug head be an option early on, like in terms of I'd get, but I remember it not being the best, like, or not wanting to use it, and I don't fully remember why. But if it was because it just wasn't as good as it is now and they buffed it now and so it's way better, then that makes sense to me and it would kind of add up. Hey, Demetrius. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to mine for a little bit, not even really mine. What we're going to do is we're going to actually specifically go to the squirrel went to that bush and it dropped the salmon bear. It's kind of hilarious. We're going to come up here, sell the magnet ring, and then we're actually just going to go down to the ice floor and start fighting the dust spirits, those little black, little fuzzy looking things. Because the reward we get for slaying enough of them is really good, but also it takes a while. I think it's like 400 you need. 500, yeah, I was way off. And we don't even have 100, so we're not even 1/5 of the way there. But I want to start chipping away at that, since we have nothing really else to do today. In terms of, I think we'd be able to make major progress. I think we're just going to do that until around, like, maybe 10, and then we're going to head back into town and try to fish, oh, not there, try to fish in the, river for the bream we're missing. It's a little, we're going to go to 45. I think 45 will be a good spot for potentially finding these guys. So something I will mention is that if you are, in fact, playing along or you're doing your own playthrough of Stardew Valley or whatever, as I mentioned, I know a lot of people, at least I do, when I used to watch, like, people do episode-by-episode series on games, and I was a game that I was playing, I'd like to kind of play along with them to some degree, at least when I was younger. But for games like Stardew Valley, I actually don't fully encourage that. I do encourage, like, you can play however you want, and I encourage you to take, like, what I'm saying as tips and stuff like that. But the reason I don't say, like, following along is probably the best idea is because every day is going to be different, no matter if it's, like, me playing. Like, for example, even if I start a new file and it's still me playing, this day's going to be very different based on just what luck the in-game day is, what things I've gotten, how much money I have that day, things like that. And you could have different things done by the time I do them, and I could have different things done by the time that you need to do them. It just kind of, you know, varies based on each playthrough. And that's fine. Again, one of the things I want to ensure is that no one feels like super stressed while playing this game, because unfortunately that's something I know a lot of people already struggle with this game, because they feel kind of pressured. I've already talked about this before, but I just wanted to clarify that, since now we're getting into more stuff, because now we have like the mines and stuff open to us. We have like festivals, we have birthdays, and I know that can get kind of overwhelming for a lot of people, so I just want to make sure that no one feels totally overwhelmed. Thankfully, what's nice is actually fighting these dust sprites. They also drop coal, which we're gonna need a bunch of anyway. And since there's a bunch of them, there's also a high chance we get ladders, which just make it easier to get to more floors with them. It's kind of interesting going back to the mines now and not really worrying about how far down we get, right? Because now it's just about, well, we're not at the bottom of the mines yet, but right now we're not really focusing on getting lower down. We're actually just focused on taking out dust sprites for the monster slaying gold. We also take down a few slimes too. Just because, again, that's also, you need 1,000 of those. That's also going to be one we have to chip away at very slowly. It's almost 10, so we're going to leave the mines. We only got a few. But, again, any progress is progress. Unfortunately, later on, we are going to have to dedicate whole days to farming those guys, because it takes so long to fight them. Okay, so we're going to head back into town, as I mentioned. Oh, Sebastian, please. Oh, you fricker. No, it's locked. Sebastian's caused me so much grievance already in this playthrough. Unfortunately, Sebastian's one that's really hard to befriend early on because he lives in his parents' basement. He just, like, never leaves for the most part. Actually, I guess I should mention this too. If you're trying to befriend Sebastian, whether because you want to befriend him or because you're trying to court him, he actually loves frozen tears, the things we found fairly commonly in the ice floors. So if you're going to the mines and you're trying to befriend Sebastian, consider picking a few of those up and then giving those to him. I probably should start getting items to gift people. Oh man, I've been so behind because I've been lazy trying to do other stuff. Well, not lazy. I've been, I guess, putting off the friendship aspect of a lot of the villagers. I've been too busy trying to do other things, which isn't like the worst thing ever, right? Because there we go. There's the bream. That's all I need. Which isn't like the worst thing ever, because there's like other things I need to get done that I'm getting done. It's just, you know, I need to be focusing on that aspect too. But as you saw there, the bream is something you can actually get via fishing. It is something you only get in the river at night, I believe, around town. Also, yeah, if you see, we have a lot of energy to use. Unfortunately, we don't have our axe, so we can't really use that chopping trees, but I think we can still clear out our field because we have, like, rocks and stuff, and we have our pickaxe, so... I guess we're just going to do that for the last little bit of the day. Unfortunately, we didn't get to use a ton of our stamina, but we are going to have a few days like that, especially now that we have our star drop. We're not going to go through all of it, but there's still not going to be super common for that to happen, because again, we have so little stamina, and we still want to make the most use out of it. Clear out some of the fiber, so that way we can walk around a little easier. And if you specifically want to clear rocks, because you don't have your axe like I do, but you still need some stamina, if you come down to the bottom half of your farm, there's pretty much always a little spot that has a bunch of rocks. The amount and the exact location kind of vary based on which farm you pick, and I think a few RNG elements. But for the most part, you'll find a lot of rocks. Also, if you try to mine these big rocks, even with a copper axe, your pickaxe isn't strong enough to break this boulder. Yeah, you cannot break those even with the copper pickaxe. So, we cannot interact with those at all. Similar to the stumps you may see around our farm and the logs, we can't chop those with our default axe. So that's why one of the reasons you may want to upgrade it is that we can clear things out a little bit more. We didn't get to use a ton of our stamina, but I'd rather just go to bed now so that way we can ensure that we have more stamina for tomorrow, since tomorrow we'll probably actually be able to make use of it. It was a bad luck day anyway, so it wouldn't have been a great day for doing either of the two things, like mining or fishing, realistically, at least too much. So let's just hop into bed and we'll wrap this day up. I don't even think we made any... No, we made a little bit of money. We sold like a cauliflower and some other stuff. And that is, as you saw, the Junimos are, well, they're doing their little dance, and that's something you're going to see every time you complete a bundle. They were doing it near the minecart next to Clint. We reached level 3 farming, watering can proficiency, hope proficiency, new craft recipe, bee house, new craft recipe, speed grow, and new cooking recipe, farmer's lunch. Whew, a lot of stuff there. Got a decent chunk of change back in. Definitely not as much as we spent yesterday, but that's fine. Again, we're not always going to be making the exact amount of income as we, spent. But we could go fishing today. It'll kind of depend on the luck stat and kind of just determines what we do. Because what it affects kind of changes. Crappy weather, and good luck. Okay, so we could go mining today again, or we could go fishing for money. Hey kid, here's the recipe for a little treat my pappy used to make me. Cook it slow, Pam. Cheese cauliflower, new cooking recipe. Farmer Ryan, I have a request for you. I need fresh cauliflower for a recipe I want to make. Could you bring me one? Jody. Yep. This is why I said saving a cauliflower for is very important. Or not very important, but I recommend. So yeah, we actually got a letter from Pam, as you saw there, which gave us a recipe. Those are things you only get from befriending the villagers, which is one of the reasons I mentioned you probably should. Is they'll send you recipes, and they'll send you also just sometimes items in the mail, which can prove useful. So I recommend, you know, trying to befriend people if nothing else for the goodies they'll send you. Not something you should do in real life, but in a video game, it's a lot more acceptable to say, oh, I'm just befriending you for the stuff you give me. Okay, so we're gonna take this out. Green bean is done. We have very few crops growing, and that's fine. I may buy a few more potatoes. Oh, I could grow the carrots, actually. Just so we have more energy. Again, I'm not super concerned with making money in spring in terms of off crops, because summer's going to be big for that. So I'm expecting that to be more of a thing then. And as you can see, actually, our silo is finally grown. We're going to take our scythe out because once you have your silo grown, you can go up to it, you can click in it. Pieces of hay, 240. How do you get hay? That grass I've been neglecting to cut down is because, as you can see here, every time you cut it with a scythe, after you have the silo, you'll get hay from it. And don't worry, it automatically goes into the silo, it doesn't go into your inventory or whatever. So we can finally clear out our farm from this giant pile of grass that was starting to kind of overtake a bunch of it. This is why I recommend saving a lot of the grass. You don't have to save all of it, but I just wanted to for the sake of kind of showing why it's worth saving as much as you can, because you get so much hay back. I mean, look at us. We have, like, I think over 100 hay right now, which, yeah, we're not using hay right now, but once we need hay, oh my goodness, we're set up. Look at that. And now look how clear this spot is. Oh, it's so beautiful. We gotta check out how much hay exactly we have, but I really don't see the need to right now. Let's grab the cauliflower. I could put the bream in today, but we can't finish that one anyway. Okay, so let me think here for a second. So, I'm trying to consider. Okay, wait, how much wood do we have? 230. Okay, we can't do that. That's fine. We actually could use more copper. I think we're gonna go mining today. I think we're gonna get more copper because we need more copper. We're kind of low. So I think that's what we're gonna do. One thing I do want. One thing I want to do. Something I'm going to do before we leave. What do we have in here? I'm gonna grab an amethyst. No, I'm not gonna grab a frozen tear. I'm sorry, I'm thinking. My brain is so slow. I have to think on this crap. Because I'm trying to think what. Okay. I'm okay, guys. It's fine. I'm just having some problems mentally. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a topaz as well. And I think. Oh, I could donate. Okay, we have 3 emeralds. I'm gonna take 1 emerald with me. Okay. It is Friday. Don't want to go check out the traveling merchant. I have the call. Okay, we're gonna check out the traveling merchant. We're gonna kind of make a loop. So we're gonna start by heading down, check the traveling merchant, see what he has. The reason I'm bringing a bunch of random items is because, as I was stating yesterday, I think today I'm gonna start actually giving gifts to people. I've been neglecting that way too much. I need to actually be trying to befriend people. So, again, it's not a gift for everyone, but it's a gift for the people I'm likely to run into. Or at least some of the people I think I'm likely to run into. But also it's the people I want to befriend a little bit quicker than some of the other ones. Everyone's important to befriend to some degree, but there's definitely some others who are a little more important. Moral we actually need for a... Oh, there it is! The red cabbage seed! Plant these in the summer. It takes 9 days to mature. This is the item we need for... I'm actually going to scroll and just see what else she has. Nothing important. 600 gold is not bad either. That red cabbage seed. That is an item that you need to complete the community center. That is for the bulletin board. I believe it's for the wizard's bum. No. Is it the chef or wizard? Let me check. It's one of the two. Enchanters? Yeah, no. It must be chef then, right? Wait, which one is it? Oh, no, it's dye bundle. I was completely wrong. Dye bundle, red cabbage. That item, despite as random as it seems, and it's a summer crop. Oh, that's so perfect. I thought it was fall, actually. So we're cutting that one close. So, the red cabbage is not item you need to complete the community center. However, the reason that I'm so excited, and it's the thing I was looking for so intensely, the red cabbage is an item that you can only get usually, or like in terms of the seeds, you can only buy in year 2. They do not unlock in year 1. However, the traveling merchant, as you saw, is the exception to that rule. You can actually find it in the traveling merchant's cart. We have a cutscene, but I'm talking about something else. Okay, this is Haley's, I believe, 2-heart scene, but whatever, we'll do this first. No, I always clean under the cushions. It's your turn this week. You're being childish, Haley. I do the vast majority of the work in this house, and you know it. Oh, it's that new farm boy. He has a name, you know. Hey, I bet you'll understand my point of view here. I'm really sorry to involve you in this, Ryan. And Haley is complaining because I asked her to clean under the cushions. It's only because I cleaned them last week. Stop whining, just clean it. Haley, why not have this be your one weekly job? I'm gonna take the high road and do it this time. Haley, why not just have this be your one weekly job? I mean, it's not even that big of a deal. It's cleaning under the cushion. I mean, yeah, it's gross, but like, out of all the things you have to do to clean, that's like one of the easier things. Like, it's not, I hate dusting. Alright, you win. I guess it's gonna be my job every week. Then there won't be any reason to argue over it. See, compromising. Thanks, Ryan. That was a great solution. I know, I'm just kind of smart like that. As you can see, the first heart scene is very much kind of, I wouldn't say underwhelming, but it's, we're not like super close by any means. Don't you get tired of running around the farm all day or whatever it is you do? I couldn't stand getting dirty all like that. You probably have a nice tan though. No, I don't. I'm pale as a ghost. Anyway, well, in real life, but it's different. Anyway. Yeah, as I was saying, the red cabbage seed is something you can only usually buy in year 2. Meaning you have to wait at minimum usually till the second year to complete the community center, and that'll be your only crux you'd have to wait for year 2 for. Like, that's the only thing that's year 2 exclusive you need for the community center normally. However, as you saw when I was making the farm, there is that option to, Caroline's car bark, I would get that. There is an option to guarantee, year 1 completable. What that means is that it's 100% like, 100% gonna happen that the red cabbage seed will appear in the traveling merchant. I don't think it's always there, and I don't think it's guaranteed which day it's going to be there, but it means that it's before the end of the year, you're going to see the red cabbage seed in your traveling merchant. If you are unlucky enough to not have grabbed it at this point in the game, which again, I got very lucky. This is super early for me to have gotten that. But if you're playing along, and you want to, like, okay, well, I want the red cabbage seed too. Again, this is why I've been checking the traveling merchant every Friday and Sunday. Just keep checking those days, and hopefully, if you're lucky enough, you'll get it. There are other ways to get it in year 1, but they are still very precise, and they are much later on in the game, so they're going to be, like, probably past summer, unless you're specifically speedrunning for those areas, and even then, you're still relying on RNG. So it's kind of a toss-up of what you want to go for in that instance, but that is so lucky. Do you like green beans? Okay, good. Pierre, I think I've mentioned this before, Pierre is really annoying to befriend. He only loves one item, so... And green beans aren't that valuable in terms of money, so I'd rather just give them as a gift. Abigail! I'm gonna give you this amethyst because she loves amethyst. Thank you, this is my favorite stone, it's so pretty. Wow, I just realized it's Friday. Sometimes I totally lose track of time, well, I get that feeling. Yeah, Abigail loves amethyst, so if you have a few of those and you're trying to befriend her, that's a good gift for her. This cutscene is, I believe even if Caroline's not in here, you can get this cutscene, but you have to have 2 hearts there to enter this room. Oh, hi, good morning, Ryan. I'm glad you came in. I've been meaning to show you this. It's my private sunroom. So, what do you think? It's beautiful, it's very relaxing. It's too hot in here. Not as good as my farm. It's very relaxing. Yes. When I step in here, I feel calm and relaxed right away. It's really therapeutic. You see, this is my sanctuary, a place where I can always find peace. And it's a perfect place to drink my homegrown tea. Here, let's have a cup. I'll take a sip. She's nice enough to offer. Delicious. I love to come here for a fresh cup of tea every day. It's my little ritual. Let me try to explain. When I'm alone with relaxing tea, my mind is empty and free to wander. Who knows what might appear? You know, when I first made that joke back with the wizard about the pine needles and Grandpa Love in this valley for a specific reason, that was a joke, but now I'm actually thinking it's real. I hope that makes sense. Life can be pretty hectic, so having a hobby like this is nice. Feel free to come here and relax anytime you want, okay? Man. It's the green liquids in Stardew Valley that do something to you, man. And after you've seen the cutscene, come here anytime. Caroline can likely be found in here. Are you feeling relaxed? I bet. Yeah, you are not Jody. I don't have anything to give you. I have that little bush there. So she grows her tea leaves there, which is interesting. So that's a really interesting cutscene, if you couldn't tell. It's funny because I feel like a lot of the cutscenes in this game are pretty normal, like they're down to earth to some degree. But man, the wizard one and that one are very weird. And it's so funny because you're not likely, but you're liable to see both. Oh, hi, Lewis, for 2 hearts to you. But it's liable that you're going to see both them earlier on. Oh, wait, did Caroline, was she the one who wanted the... Oh, that's why I was going up there to see her. She wanted the copper bar as the daily quest or whatever, a weekly quest or quest. Oh, Jody. Let's talk to you first because you're on the move. You wanted the cauliflower, so let's give that to you. It looks delicious. Thank you. Just what I wanted. It's going to be for my yellow curry. Food at Mart might not be the healthiest. Yeah, you're going to Walmart. I get it. Okay, 350 gold, and it raises friendship. That is another not timed request you're gonna get in the mail every year one, I believe. But I wanted just to give that to her, so that way we just don't have to worry about it in the future. Hello, Caroline. Take this copper bar you asked for. Oh, you brought me the item I asked for. Thank you so much. Look at that. 3 hearts now with her. Let's see. Here's what I owe you. Yeah, we went from like 1 heart at the start of this episode to 3. 180 gold makes Caroline happy, and we got a prize ticket. If you recall, I think we've only gotten 1 of those so far. This is our 2nd, I believe. Oh, we get to actually go get another prize, thankfully. Again, it's not the only reason I'm helping people out, but it definitely is an encouraging factoid. So as you can see here, what's this going to be? Put our ticket in. See, more items are appearing on the list. Orange sapling. We got a sapling for an orange tree. Takes 28 days to produce a mature orange tree. Bears fruit in the summer. Only grows if the 8... Oh, did not mean to move that. If the 8 surrounding tiles are empty. 28 days to grow essentially means it's a whole month, but it will produce fruit every day for whatever season it's available for, and the trees do not die. These are very valuable. Unfortunately, the orange seedling is not that great in comparison to some of the other ones I could have asked for or wanted, but Sam's trying to do a kickflip. Okay, I was wondering what... He had a really weird face. Emily, I bring you a topaz because you love topazes. Oh wow, thank you. This color perfectly captures my mood today. Spring, the season for petals. I actually prefer jewel tones myself. What? Oh, excuse me, I was mumbling fashion again, wasn't I? Okay, so you're at 1 heart. Again, I'm giving a lot of gifts that people love today, especially the bachelorettes. Mostly because those I feel like are not easier to get, but a lot of the bachelors like food or like certain very specific items. I feel like the females are a little bit more generalized in certain categories. George spends the whole day inside watching his TV, I think is what she said. I have no idea. But I really don't know if I don't think I'm going to grow this because, one, it won't have enough time to really produce much in summer anyway, but also because I don't really have a great spot to put it in, so I think for now we're going to not plant it. But we will keep it, and we eventually are going to plant it. It's just not something I'm really worried about right now. Caught you at a good time because, Penny, I bring you an emerald. It's very expensive, but you love these, so... Never mind, I've given Penny 2 gifts this week, apparently. Wait, what did she say about date? Oh, I didn't read what you said. Frick. I don't know what she said, but... Well, either way, we can't give her a gift. She loves emeralds, though. If you want to befriend Penny, give her an emerald. They are expensive, so... But they are a decent gift item. We saw, and we can hear from the sounds, the minecarts are actually the thing that we got working last night, thanks to the Junimos. The minecarts are insanely useful, which is why they're probably the easiest thing to get working right away. Because... they are like a method of quick travel. There is 3 spots you can bring them to at the start of the game. The mines, town, and the bus stop. Town is near Clint's. The bus stop is next to our farm, next to the, bus stop. And the mines is just as it sounds, the mines. Look at that. We have such a easy way, well, not easy, but it's so helpful being able to get around this manner. Because, especially, like, early on, getting around fast, especially within, like, limited time frames that you're dealing with, it can be really intense. So having this open to you is very helpful, which is, again, why the minecarts are so insanely useful. So once again, I think we're going to head to the mines again today. I know it's not been the most exciting episode, because it's just been going to the mines and random small stuff, but I feel like we made a lot of progress too. We saw a lot of cutscenes and stuff. We got our first bundles done. We got the weird cutscene with Caroline. I think we're actually... I don't know. Do I want to... Okay. Floor 105, and then after that we'll go back up for copper. Because the main reason of course, well, not the main reason, but one of the main reasons I wanted to go mining was for copper ore, because we're very low on it. But I do also want to actually try to make a little bit more progress in the mine slowly. We definitely don't need to make it to like the next few milestones as quick as I wanted to get the star drop, because the star drop's definitely the main component I wanted. But either way, it's still very useful being able to get down further, because there's still goodies for us. Ow, that did 12 damage. Holy frick. That did a lot. And also because, again, we can just still get gold and stuff, which will be used later on. And another thing that's interesting to note is that if you really are struggling for money or you're really just trying to afford something that's pretty expensive early on, consider trying to sell your gold bars. Because even though that sounds like a dumb idea, gold is not something you're going to be needing in an early game, and if you rather have like money as a resource, then definitely consider selling that gold ore, or not gold ore, smelting the gold ore into bars and then selling those bars. Those bars are actually fairly decent. Not amazing, but I think when it comes to getting money in early game and your options may be kind of limited, especially if you're struggling with the fishing minigame or like other ways of making money that, you know, some would consider are decent, then I would consider just swapping it up and trying to go for something else, because there's no point of trying to go against a mechanic that, you know, you don't find enjoyable or that you struggle with to some degree. Almost at floor 105. After we do that, then we're going to head up to like the earlier floors for the copper ore. So then we made at least a little bit of progress. We'll just start chipping away at it every time we come to the mines and start, you know, slowly making our way down. This floor is interesting because I believe to the right there's a spot that can spawn like a bunch of barrels and stuff, which can drop goodies. Yes, there they are. They're in the top right there of the screen. I don't know if you saw it. Oh, quartz. But the reason that I want to keep checking those is because they can drop really rare items, but also they can just drop, not like really rare items, but they can also just drop, like, I wouldn't say mediocre items, but they can drop items that aren't as rare, but are still very useful. Or there's a chance we get absolutely nothing at all. We got some iron ore, bone fragments, sandstone. Nothing super impressive or fancy, but every little bit of resources does add up for us, so hopefully that'll help. I'm trying to think. I think I gave a lot of the advice I recommend for these early mines pretty much already. I recommend trying to get the copper pickaxe before you enter the ice mines. That way you can kind of speed run through the rest of the area, or the rest of the mines for the most part. Because the copper pickaxe, I feel like, is the only one that, like, the only upgrade that's necessary for you to get to the bottom of the default mines. Because 2 hits still isn't the best for like these rocks here, but it's not like abysmal by any means. Especially because if you had the default one, I think it would take like 3, I believe, maybe even 4. I'm not sure. And I mentioned, of course, the screenshot method. If you're looking for pre-exposed ladders and you're really trying to make the most out of a day, you can be doing that. Or you're good, you can just reset to the start of a day if you really want to be making the most progress possible in the mines. Oh yeah, talking about new stuff that I learned about Stardew Valley, just to show that again, even after like thousands of hours I put into this game in total. There's things even I'm learning. For example, if you actually go, I believe maybe it's the whole first month, it's a certain amount of days in-game, without reaching level 1 fishing, Willy will actually come to the store and give you the training rod, or not the store, will come to your house and will give you the training rod for free, as well as I think something else. Maybe he'll automatically get you to level 1 fishing. So that way, in case you are struggling with the fishing minigame, the game will try to push you into it still, but will try to help out as much as it can by giving you, you know, the training rod for free. Not that that's like super helpful, the training rod's like super cheap, but it's still cool that that's a thing. Again, I never knew that before, so it was kind of cool to me. Head back to these floors because defeating these guys is useful for a few different reasons. One, because they drop bug meat, which we can use for more bait, since we're kind of getting lower on that. But two, I find copper to be pretty decent here. Unfortunately, we do not need them for the Slayer goal or whatever, but I find the bug meat very useful. And there's one rare drop that they can rarely drop that I find to be very important. And if we can get it from them, if we're lucky enough to have them drop it, that would prove very helpful. Let me guess, there's a diglet here. Yes, there's almost always a diglet on these infested floors if there's a little spot for them. Got a crab there. These early on infested floors are very easy to deal with, so I like that a lot. I'm gonna throw away the wood here. I probably should throw away the sap. Dang it, whatever. I didn't see the sap, I'll be honest. The nice thing, I guess, is that once we are done-ish with this floor, we can actually just make the bug meat into bait right away because we have the fishing rod on us, which is helpful. Okay, so now that we made it on here again, our main goal is we're going to try to find copper. Unfortunately, since I did rush the mines, one of the drawbacks to that is just the fact that now I have to go back for earlier resources since I didn't spend the most time on these floors. But again, I think the star drop is worth having to come back to these floors. And plus, now that we did, like, we're way strong enough to go through this. We're, like, pretty much just lazily through it. Like, we don't have to really stress out too much about any of this stuff. And the really nice thing is now that we have that bus stop, or not the bus stop, we have the, minecarts open to us, we can stay much later in the mines because now we can actually take the minecart that's in the mines itself all the way back to the bus stop, which we still want to leave by like around 12 probably just to play it safe, or 12:30, but man, we can stay way later than we could before, at least safely, now that we have those minecarts, hence why they're so useful and why I recommend trying to save that one. I think that's probably why it's so easy to get as long as you've been even semi-focusing on the mines, is because it's just such a useful upgrade for your quality of life in Stardew Valley. Not that again, that's not the main reason by any means that I rush the mines like I do, but it certainly does help being able to get to the mines in a faster way, because then you just have easier access around the town, and it makes planning your day out, at least for me, a little less complicated, as I find myself less overwhelmed with like, oh, my time management of just even walking around. Because for me, it's easier to actually just think about, okay, well, my time is gonna be spent like 3 hours fishing and like 2 hours mining today, just as an example. But I usually forget to like account for just the time it takes to walk from place to place. Because if you're going from like the bottom of Stardew Valley to the top, that could take like an hour 30 in game time. Like that can take a long time. Especially if you're by foot and with no like speed buffs or anything. Like, oh man, it can cause problems. So having things like the minecart to help mitigate the necessity for that, like again, it doesn't lead to every spot you need to, but just having that way of being able to get around even slightly quicker is, oh man, it is very nice. So it is almost 12. We didn't really get a ton of copper. How much copper we have? 34. I mean, it's not terrible, but why did I just try to mine the ladder, Ryan? Come on. It's not terrible by any means, but definitely was hoping we get a bit more. You can find copper on lower floors too, but it's more common, of course, on higher floors. And again, there's an item I'm hoping these guys would drop at some point, but it is very rare, so I'm not gonna pretend like I'm super heated that I didn't get it right now. I mean, I'm upset. I'm disappointed I didn't get it, but you know, it's kind of how it goes. So we'll check this last floor out. We're not gonna go any deeper. We're just gonna see if there's any goodies on this floor. Could do the screenshot method just to be the absolute, you know, peak of, or not most peak, most optimal about my time, but I don't think that's super necessary. I think we're doing fine, especially now with the minecart. Again, I would not recommend spending this late if you don't have the minecart open, but now that we do, we can kind of reevaluate how much time we spent in the mines and stuff, so I'm not super concerned. Just get as much copper as we can, and then we'll head back to the farm for the day. Again, I know this episode was kind of a little bit slower, and I didn't really speed things up like I will later on for like days like this that are kind of just routine, like there's nothing super special. But early on, I want to show these because I want to kind of just like, I guess there's always kind of something to show, right? Even in these earlier days. But also because there was like a lot of cutscenes, and there's just a lot of planning and stuff that goes into it. And I guess if nothing else, even if you can't follow like my one-for-one strategy of how I walk around, not strategy of how I walk around, but my exact way I walk around in terms of location to location, at the very least, you can kind of see how I plan things out, and maybe I can give you some ideas for yourself when you're playing through. So we just got 100 bait there, that's nice. But maybe I can give you some ideas for you yourself when you're planning things out. You can kind of look at things differently. You'd be like, oh, I didn't look at this when I was planning my day out, or things like that, you know. I don't know if that makes sense, hopefully it does. So we're just gonna kind of shove everything in here. Oh, not the slime, that goes in a different area. Again, you can always do add to existing. I always forget to do that. I don't know why I do. I struggle with remembering to use that button because it is useful. I don't know, man. It's just I'm used to the back in my day. Was that always a thing? I actually don't know, but I don't think I ever used it. I was just so used to going through with my cursor and just manually putting things in. Mystery boxes can now be found. So that is disturbing. We saw some weirdo with like purple looking skin just fly over the valley and drop bombs or boxes on the valley. Me and my cousin have a joke that they, oh my goodness, they bombed instead of Pearl Harbor. They bombed Stardew Valley. It's not the best joke, but anyway. Okay then, as weird as that was to end on, that's unfortunately where we're going to wrap it up today. Again, a bit of a weird episode. We got a lot of interesting things done. We got the minecart repaired. We got a special cutscene with Caroline where we got some of her good tea. And overall, it's just been a very interesting day, but I'm glad I got to spend it with all of you. Next time, we're going to hopefully find out what just in the heck happened, what was dropped out of that plane there. We're going to be making even more progress in areas like the mine and friendship, and we're going to be celebrating another birthday, because another one is like, I think today actually in game, so it'll be the start of next episode. I hope to see you all there.